I am Gianluca Morino. I am owner of Cascina Garitina. Welcome in my vineyards. We are in Nizza Monferrato area. It's one of the best area of production of Barbera2. This is one type of my vineyards. Is planted only 7 years ago. Is a new clone of Barbera. It is the historic area of Barbera2 production. The Barbera grapes are the most planted red grapes in Piemonte. Totally in Italy cover an area of 29,000 hectares and 32,000 hectares around the world. Cascina Garitina is my winery. I am the third generation because the cellar or the Cascina was founded by my great-grandmother named Margherita. Garitina is a Piemontese nickname of my great-grandmother, Margheritina Garitina. She starts in 1900, but in Piemontese we tell only 900. For this reason, my Nizza is named 900. We have 26 hectares, only planted in red grapes. The 80% is Barbera. The other 20 is divided with Dolcetto, Brachetto, 2 little vineyards of Pinot Noir and Merlot. In Piemonte there are 3 big areas of production of Barbera. The most important is Barbera2. Is an area of around 9,000 hectares from this part, Nizza Monferrato, the south of provincia of Asti, and arrive also in the provincia of Alessandria, under and 51 different little country. The second area is Barbera del Monferrato, an extension of 6,000 hectares. The third area is Barbera d'Alba, is the area near Alba, in the region of production of Barolo and Barbaresco. The production is not so big, only 2,000 hectares, because the best exposure are reserved for the Nebbiolo. And the Barbera d'Alba, I think, is the appellation of Barbera more known around the world, because the big seller have spread the Barbera with Nebbiolo, with Barolo, so is more known around the world. There is also an additional area, is Barbera or Colli Tortonesi Barbera, is very near, close to Barbera del Monferrato, but the area is more known for the Timorasso. The Timorasso is the typical grapes made in Colli Tortonesi. No, first I would like to talk about the Nizza, because Nizza is a new appellation in a big area of Barbera2. Actually, is the subzone start in 2000. It's possible to produce Nizza in 18 different countries around Nizza Monferrato. Nizza is the name of Nizza Monferrato, the big town. The Nizza is a historic land where in the past people produced a very strong Barbera, but also the Barbera good to store in the cellar for many years. What is Nizza? Nizza is 100% Barbera, maximum 7 tons per hectare, and minimum 18 months to refine in cellar, in wood and in the bottle. Actually, we are 43 different sellers organized in Associazione Produttori del Nizza for promote the terroir and also the soul of Barbera. In Piedmont, in this area with Barbera, it's possible to produce, I think, 3 different types of wine. The more freshness, more younger wine, with more freshness, and without aging in wood, only maybe in steel tanks or on concrete. After I produce one Barbera2 Superiore, aged only in big barrel or in tonneau. And my Nizza is the reserva from the three most oldest vineyards, and I aging in wood, in barrique also for 2 years. 2 years in barrique, in wood, because I think this wine for drinkable for minimum 10-15 years. I think also with Barbera it's possible to produce the wine able to drink after 15, 20, 25 years in a good harvest. In my cellar, in my Cascina Garitina, we produce in the way most natural as possible. Also in the vineyards, I don't use the herbicide. And in the cellar, I made the vinification like in the past. I crash the grapes. I leave to start the fermentation and the skin contact without add anything or without use a lot of technology. Normally, my wine is the best to wait just 2 or 3 years more than normal to drink. Normally, Piemonte is known to produce the wine not so easy drinkable in a younger time, and also in my area.
Starting in my heart, reaching a